thought I'd do this video to show you guys how I got my Kemper Profiler Player to work with my MIDI Baby 3 to give it 3 additional buttons to control really whatever you want on the profiler. I needed 3 more buttons. I wanted a bank up and a bank down, and I wanted a tap tempo button. And I didn't want to give up any of the 3 built-in buttons on the player. So that was the point, and it's really small and really cool sized, so it fits really well with the Profiler Player. Barely makes it any bigger. The goal was to have something that I could throw right in the pocket of my gig bag, throw that on my back with my guitar in it, and go play at church, go to band practice, whatever, and have something really small and very little gear to cover for small things. And it's going to work really well for that. So here's the Profiler Player, which you're probably familiar with if you're already here. Here's MIDI Baby, their website, disasterareadesigns.com. It was just a little over $100 to buy it, and he's got deals going. It seems like all the time, so you might catch a deal. Very small, works really slick. He has an editor that runs. I'm running this on a Mac, and it runs only on a couple of supported browsers. So I had to install Google Chrome on my Mac in order to run his software to configure the MIDI Baby. It comes with a supplied USB cable that plugs right into the back of the MIDI Baby, right into a USB port on my Mac Mini, and then I'm on Google Chrome right here, and you go to this website, studiocode.dev. You can see it right here, and here are the settings. The key things when you first bring this up and the MIDI Baby is plugged in to the Mac is you got to change the MIDI input to Disaster G3 MIDI. It's in the drop down, and the same thing with the output. You have to have those selected so it knows which port it's talking to. After that, you can push the read all button, but it should do it automatically as soon as it sees it. It'll load all the parameters that are currently in the MIDI Baby right into this web page. The global settings, I didn't change a thing. This is exactly the way it came from the factory. There's probably things you can do there if you need them, but I didn't need to do anything. This is pretty simple when I'm setting up. Here it is. I wanted the left foot switch. You can see it's set up in this section. Here's the center foot switch configuration, and here's the right. If you just emulate what I did, it'll work exactly the way I just described it. It's that simple. Just build your screen like that, and when you're done, save all. It's done. If you're having trouble, I'll maybe show you real quickly. He's got a neat MIDI monitor up here at the top. See this? And it'll click and open another page. This is really cool. So here's a MIDI monitor that's running, and I'm just going to push the left button on my MIDI Baby right now and watch this. See, it just saw the CC value go. The MIDI monitor, here's the middle button. Here's the right button. That's really cool. You can just see the values that it's sending so simply by running his MIDI monitor. So back to the MIDI Baby editor. So if you're troubleshooting and having trouble figuring out what it's sending, you can run that and see. But just build your screen like this and it'll be done. The other thing I wanted to mention, if you want to do other codes, you find those in, where did I store that? Oh, here it is. You have to go to the Kemper Profiler main manual, not the manual for the Profiler Player. That has a very reduced set of MIDI stuff. This is the full here in the main manual. It's on, you can see it here, it's on page 375 is where I started. Here's 48, CC 48 for banking up, 49 is for banking down. The previous page shows you 30 is tap tempo, and you can look over here on the configurator. There's 48, 49, there's 30. There's the values you should send, or for if you want to copy what I did. Or you can look through there and really configure any value on any switch and do whatever you want. Just worked really well for me. So, and then when you're done configuring, save all. Everything's saved in the MIDI Baby. It's powered over the USB, so you don't need to do a thing. and use the exact same cable. Just unplug it from the Mac. I plugged it right into the back of the Profiler Player into the USB C port, and worked first time. No brainer. Made it so slick, so easy to use. Added the extra buttons I wanted. So thought I'd pass that on. Hope that helped. And everybody take care and enjoy. And God bless.